My name is Kendra Houseman and I work with young people at risk of gangs, exploitation and child sexual exploitation. This video is a little different to the rest. When I was become a mother, I was 15 years of age. People talk about single parent families and that most gang members or victims of CSC come from single parent families, and that is true to some extent. But when I became a single parent, it wasn't through choice. I did not find out I was pregnant until I was 6 months pregnant, so there was no choice of abortion. That would never happen anyway. But I definitely was raising that child alone. I'd never even had a serious boyfriend, let alone being ready to become a mother. On top of that, social services made it very clear that if I wasn't a good mum, they would take my child away, which I respected. But imagine the pressure of a 15-year-old girl being told that if she isn't a good mum, her child will be taken away. But actually, I think that any age of becoming a parent, it's hard work, and being a single parent can be so stressful. Having my son so young made me realise two things. One, I had to change my ways. I couldn't be in gangs, I couldn't be involved in crime anymore. And two, I would have to raise that child alone. There would be no father, and I would have to be his father. The day I gave birth, at 15 years of age, leading up to the birth, I went through a lot of emotions. Anger, fear, denial, sadness, but none of them were directed at him. They were directed at my circumstances and how I knew things were going to be, but never at him. But when I had him, most of them things disappeared. I held that child in my arms and I knew that I had a reason to live. Even though there was no dad there, I had reason to carry on. And I made him two promises. I said to him that, one, I will never ever let him live the life that I had lived, never. And two, I would make him proud. Being a 15-year-old single parent was not ideal. I then went on to have another child, once again with no father. My parents were not disappointed, but they were worried. How was I going to raise these two boys? How would this happen? And somebody said to me, oh, do you know what, they'll turn out like you. They'll be just like you. They'll be involved in gangs. They'll be running around. It made me so angry. So I decided that I was going to raise them like men. I wasn't going to raise boys, I was going to raise kings. Which, as a single mum, was a hard job. I'll give you an example. My older son started getting bullied at school. They said he was fat, he was slow, he couldn't play football. What was I going to do? I spent the entire summer holidays when he was 10 teaching him how to play football. And this is what I said to him. I told him that when I was younger, I was on the girls' football team and I was the best striker they had, and I used to train with the goalkeeper. And I took him outside every single day and I taught him how to be a goalie. I'd make him run around, stand there taking shots at him. And then he went on to join the local football team. And suddenly, he wasn't getting bullied anymore. And you know who was on the sideline shouting with the other dads, going, come on, score a goal, save it? Me. While the mums was drinking their hot coffees, keeping nice and warm, I was on the sideline telling him how great he was, and when he did let in a goal, tell him it was okay. He now plays for his university football team, and he's regarded as one of the best goalkeepers in the area. He's got awards coming out of his ears. But do you know what? I never played on the football team, and I definitely didn't train for goalie. But I had to become a dad and show him how to play football. My other son, his behaviour was more like mine. He was escalating, he was getting into trouble, and he was about to go into a pru. So I had to put boundaries in place. I had to be good cop and bad cop continuously. And he'd go to bed, and I would go to bed, and I would cry, because I really thought I'd lose him, because he was so deeply entrenched with the gangs. And every morning I'd get up, and I'd tell him, don't do this, go to school, yes you will go to school, yes you will do that. That boy is now in university. He studies, and he studies so hard, and he texted me this morning and he said, you right mum? And I said, I'm making some motivational videos, what do you think I should talk about? And he said, I don't know, but my girlfriend just said to me that the way I treat her makes her feel really special, so I must have been brought up the right way, so mum, you must be doing something okay. So if you're a single mum and you're struggling, keep fighting, because if I, from the estate, can have two sons at university, then you can do anything. What I'd like to take you from the video is this. Lots of people start in hard circumstances and lots of children are born into poverty. But you've got to raise men. You can't raise boys because then they'll be all running around and causing trouble. You raise your children to be the best that they can and tell them they're the best that they can. And if that means you have to go and teach them to play football, then that's what we've got to do. My name is Kendra Houseman, and I'd love to see your comments below. Thank you.